Good day, my friends. Let's learn something new today.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at a really, really fascinating financial tool. It's one that's actually really appealing at first glance, but as we all know, with finances, things are not always as good as they seem. We're talking about hire purchase. Now, hire purchase essentially lets you get your hands on something right away and pay for it over time. Now, who hasn't wanted that shiny new gadget or comfy couch without the wait right?
Yeah.
But as always, we're going to go deeper here, way beyond just, the surface level of it. We really want to uncover the pros and the cons.
Absolutely.
And most importantly, we're going to try to figure out, when is this tool actually a good fit for our listeners?
Yeah.
So to kick things off, I want to, kind of like establish a baseline here.
Right.
What exactly is hire purchase?
So hire purchase, it really is kind of like flipping the script on traditional buying. You get to use the item before you fully paid for it. You can think of it like a hybrid between renting and owning. So for example, imagine you're getting a new laptop. With hire purchase, you'd make regular installments almost like rent, but at the end of the agreement, boom, the laptop is all yours.
Oh, I see. So you're not just renting it. You actually do get to keep it eventually.
Exactly.
That's the key difference, right?
Absolutely.
So, I think a lot of our listeners are probably already, kind of intrigued by this idea of like instant gratification.
Yeah.
But there has to be a trade-off here somewhere.
Well, there is. The delayed gratification does come with a price, literally.
Oh.
You'll typically end up paying more for the item in the long run due to interest charges.
Okay.
This means that you really need to look at the APR.
The APR.
Yeah, the annual percentage rate.
Right.
Which reflects the total cost of the loan, including interest. So that's a really important number to pay attention to.
That makes total sense. So really it's not just about like the monthly payment that looks really tempting at the beginning.
Right.
It's about the total cost you're going to pay over the entire lifetime of this agreement.
Exactly.
Compared to if you just like bought it outright.
Yeah.
Now, I vaguely remember hearing about something called repossession. And I have a feeling that's probably not a good thing when it comes to hire purchase.
Yeah, repossession is definitely a risk with hire purchase.
Okay.
If you consistently miss payments, the lender can actually reclaim the item.
Oh, wow.
So imagine you finally got that new couch and then you can't make the payments. They come and they take it away.
Oh.
Not a great feeling.
No, not at all. And I know that missing payments on anything can really tank your credit score. And that's something that, could affect you for years down the line.
Absolutely, yeah.
Way beyond just, this one couch or this one laptop. So it sounds like hire purchase is a really powerful tool, but one that, requires a lot of, thought and careful consideration before you jump in. So I guess the question then becomes, when does hire purchase actually make sense? Like, when is it actually a smart choice?
So that's where things get really interesting. Imagine you're a freelancer and your trusty laptop suddenly dies.
Uh-oh.
You need a replacement like ASAP.
Right.
You can't work without it. A hire purchase agreement could help you get a new laptop really quickly, even if you have limited savings or maybe you don't have the best credit history. Because the item itself acts as collateral. So in emergency situations where, you need something urgently to keep working or to keep your life going, hire purchase can actually be a lifeline.
Because that makes sense. If you're not able to qualify for like a traditional loan or something, hire purchase could be a way to bridge that gap. But it sounds like there are all these different types of agreements.
Yeah.
What should people be looking out for, if they are considering it?
Yeah, you're right. Not all hire purchase agreements are created equal. Some have much stricter terms than others.
Okay.
For instance, some agreements might have really hefty penalties if you want to repay the loan early, while others allow you to pay off the balance sooner without any extra charges.
So really, it's just like any other financial product.
Yeah.
You really have to look into it, shop around, read the fine print, compare those APR.
Absolutely. Yeah. Due diligence is key.
So are there any other, situations that come to mind that would be a good fit for this type of thing?
Think about essential household appliances.
Okay.
You know, like let's say your refrigerator breaks down in the middle of summer.
Oh, no.
You can't really wait weeks or months to save up for a new one.
Right.
Hire purchase can provide a solution.
Okay.
You get the appliance right away you need it, and you pay it off over time.
Okay, so this is making more sense now.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking, like, couldn't you just put it on a credit card and be done with it? Like, why wouldn't you just do that?
That's a great question. Credit cards can be really useful for smaller purchases.
Right.
But for bigger items like appliances or furniture, the interest rates on a hire purchase agreement might actually be lower than your credit card APR. Yeah, and plus the fixed monthly payments of hire purchase can really make budgeting a lot easier. You know exactly what's coming out of your account every month.
So I guess really the takeaway here is hire purchase is not like a one-size-fits-all solution.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends on individual circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the terms of the agreement.
Right.
And it also depends on, what other options are available to you.
Absolutely. And doing your research is key.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've really, gone from, what is hire purchase
Yeah.
to the, really important considerations of when it might be a good fit for you.
Exactly. It's really about weighing those pros and cons. The convenience, the accessibility versus, the potential for higher costs and the risks involved.
Well, for our listeners out there who are, navigating this complex world of financial decisions, I'm going to throw this one out to you. What would be your top priority if you were faced with, a situation where, hire purchase was an option? Would it be speed? Would it be cost? Would it be flexibility? I think the answer to that question might actually reveal, the best path forward for you.
I agree.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up this deep dive.
All right.
Until next time, everybody.
Bye.